All the important stuff. All the important stuff to get everything done. Hi, 5, 2, 5, 2. 2 5s? I know they have 2 4s. You got 2 4s, you got 8. You got 2 4s. No, I got 24s. 2 4s. How the words are said in different categories. Hey, get me a 2 4. 2 for what? 2 for 1? No. Oh, you want a day off, 24 hours? No. I want a case of beer. What are you going to do with 24 beers? What is the minimum size of liquid inside one of those bottles? How long do you expect to have it at home? And can't you do something else with that $24? So you've already dictated that there's $24 if it was $1 a beer. Because I remember dollar day and dollar store and dollar. Everything about the mighty dollar and how we balance the dollar. And here comes the tax man. Why is always man at the end of everything? Man is the cycle. 28, man in the moon. Man on the moon. Moon is 57, man is 28. So man on the moon is the birth child through the DNA onto the moon because it's 29 and 28. And in roulette, they're connected together, 29, 28, 26, and 31. 26 and 31 is 57, and 29 and 28 is 57. I'm all excited. I wish there were more people here. I need to push. You need to push. I need people to tell me that what I'm doing is I need the pressure for more information to come in so we can balance off each other. Otherwise, I have to think on my own. Is it this way? Is it this way? Which way is it actually? What other things can we do to the situation? Is there any other sayings or expressions or movies where the expression was said, tie 10 up? Why Titanic? What happened to Jack? Jack's a plug-in. Belle is in the sewers. Rats run in the sewers. And who's scared of you, dirty rat? You dirty rat. You dirty rat. Who's scared of the dirty rat? And now when we get to dirty rat, we have to understand that who was Mickey Mouse 8 years ago? Who was Mickey Mouse 8 years ago? And then Donald Duck. And who's the character now from the Disney Roadrunner? And remember, Bugs Bunny, okay, Bugs Bunny was a substitute for Roadrunner. R&R, beep, beep. Which train track were you on? Were you playing Monopoly? Did you have a Monopoly on everything? And isn't it illegal to have a Monopoly? And why is it illegal, but legal to be involved, okay, in another situation around the horn inside that company, which makes it a monopoly for you to have a decision, or any partner that you're arranged with? A monopoly is the entire entity of who you are, regardless of what you put down in a book or say or try to say. It's how you are connected to the end result of having a monopoly. Period. There is no question in court. There should be no book that can bypass the truth of you are the entity involved in a monopoly. Point blank, by nature, when the skunk comes into the room, by human nature, after the skunk is pissed just one time on somebody, it was known that I don't believe you. It doesn't smell. Oh, yeah, it does. But until that skunk pisses on you, you don't know to stink until it comes to you and you feel smell. You are involved in the situation, and your action, reaction, the verb, the adverb, and the nouns you give the situation is going to implode onto the future of words we use and in which situations. Holy cow jumped over the moon. Was the holy cow jumped over the moon, or did the cow jump through the hole in the moon? Why is the cow anywhere near the moon? But the cow has 4 nipples. The goat has 2. Taurus is a bull. The bull has none. The bull has one little dinghy in the front and two little dinghies in the back. So what's going on? What is the woman difference to the man, to the bull, to the cow, in which now we get to the lamb and the goat, because they only got two tits, two nipples. The other one's got four. So can that be the hookup of the electricity? With the two nipples, you're just hooking up to just one area. Don't forget the ground. You have to remember the ground. Now, we're not going to talk about brown right now, but the grounding, a black wire for grounding, tells me that my bank account is pretty good. Otherwise, I'm positively in the red. How is that possible? How can red be positive? Yet when you're owing money, you owe something you don't have, so you're in the negative. It's going to go. So it's almost like the positive, okay, wire is pulling, taking away from you instead of giving to you. And then when you hook up the ground, okay, to that situation, that ground, okay, comes through the earth, through you and up, or is it the opposite way and it goes down? Red, you get grounded into the earth. We ground pepper. The ground, Ground. Give me a pen, please. Give me a pen. Don't stop me from thinking, please. Don't stop me from thinking. Ground. Oh my God. Now we have a groundhog and we have 333. 333 is the pregnancy of a pig. Okay. We had the cow and the moon. We have the goat. And what is that? Capricorn. It is a speaking tool. You can cut off the horn, dig it out, and blow through it. You can speak to people. Toot, 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 and you can send out sounds. And if you play it like a horn, you can tell a story just by. So all these sounds are telling stories, and now you know it came from either the goat or the cow or whoever else had horns. The groundhog or grounding. Why is the ground the hog? Because the positive connects and the negative. Once you connect the negative into the once you put the negative into the ground, I'm just trying to figure out, once the negative gets into the ground, the positive is now attracted, bringing or sucking from it, getting paid back. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. So anyways, the red and the black, the difference. There was a few things I wanted to talk about. And has anybody ever driven or seen, forget about driven, but Alexis? You ever hear Alexis, right? You go down to the car dealership, you hear Alexis. But nowadays, somehow I think it's the alphabet. Yeah. Don't look at me funny. I see those googly eyes. The alphabet is now Lexus. Okay. E, L, Le, L and Le. L meaning female, E-L-L-E, and Ellie. And Ellie was also the animals when I was growing up in the 60s and the 70s. And the reason for the 60s and the 70s, one of the greatest thing about the 60s and 70s, the spirit of 76. Point final. That's it. I was born in that era to see enough of the differences between having what we have today and not having what we had before. I'm at that age. That's right. I am one of the men on the moon. I am the age of both female and male. 12 and 13. L and M. She loves him. The letter L, okay, in a word in French is E-L-L-E, saying her. And M is to like or to love. She loves LM. The total is 25. That says Earth. She loves Earth. I'm going to write it down, tell you the story. I like to see my face on the camera. M is the 13th letter. M-A, right, in French is to love, but it's really like M. To mem, do you like me? To mem, do you like me? They're saying almost like I'm a meme to you. Inside this word, right here, okay, is telling me about artificial intelligence, because once I is present, it's automatically a holder of E inside of I, and it's also a holder of D, because the I in the deck of cards is created like this. So the 4 card is right over here. And the 5 card, well, we'll just take up this center over here. So the only difference is 9/11. Why? Well, with the X over here and this one on this side, that makes 9. With the X over here and this on this side, that's 11. 10 is the passing way. 2 and 8, 10. The 5 in the center is the halfway distance between the two. If I want to measure point to point, 2 through 8 added would be take away. It would be 35 if I get correct. 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7, 10, 10. It's 20. It'd be 25, and that would be Earth. That would be Earth 25. Coming from Venus. 81, 1881. The letter M is also a Roman numeral, 1000. Yeah, 1000, that's right. But when you make that, look what happens. You got to put one of those jiggity things over here. We got to figure out what that means, that number 9 over there. And then you got 3 others over here. And you can have 3 more others. And the more dots you have over here, I really don't care whether this one is 1 or 2. That's it. That's all we really need to know is the 1 or the 2. And if there were 2 of them, we have 2 cubes, 2 full wholesome cubes. They're telling us stories. So in MA, it says love. I hope this is the way you spell it, right? This is 9 and 1. This is 91, the spirit. 91, S19, P16, I. Don't say pirate, right? I9, R18. See the IR come together? 27, the alphabetic reverse, right? You're actually going to say air because it's the A family. The R is in the A family. And after the R is present, you have to have the H. It's a home run. And you cannot change that. 8 and 15, the creation of 35. 3 times 5, 3 plus 5 equals to 8, equals to 15. Right over here. Creation of 35 is made by the freedom of 55. 5 by 5, 5 plus 5 equals 25, equals 10, equals to 35, which is part of what is number 11 and number 12, number 23 again, because how do we create these numbers? 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, 2 and 1, 3. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 3 and 2, 5. You add these together, it's 23. The other replica of 55 equals to Sky Pass. And we're going to talk about the CFL football, but we're going to leave that out. So now when we connect 7, so yes, this one was 25, right? Plus the 2 plus the 8 equals to 35. So the whole story mathematically and the numbers and the designs are all telling you the same thing. And it's X and O. And I know it's X and O because my telephone told me so. My telephone told me exactly. I'm going to show you something on the phone, and we're going to have that phone speak. Okay, and hold on a second. Can we make the phone speak for us? Okay, look at that. Right over here, right there. That's the star. That's right. Look at that, the pound key, and take a good look. Look at the angle it's on. You can almost, you see, it's not straight up and down. They tilted it. And then you have the 0 over here. This is also a Hebrew expression, tav. It's the 24th Hebrew letter. I always say tough luck. And this one says Y. This one over says Y7. It's saying it because when you read it through my vision, it says pourquoi. In French means why. Here's your, is this where your X and Y chromosome come in? This number and this number have 4 letters, but when you go to the bank machine, the Q, the 17th letter, 1 and 7, stand on 17, or the Z, the 26th letter. They are removed from here on the bank machine, okay? Show me an ATM machine, please. So we're going to go images, ATM images. Let's go to an, oh, let me see if I can get that. Hold on a second. No, I can't. It's distorted. Maybe I can get to filters. Let me see. How do you get, I want, okay, let me go to images again and see if I can get something clear. How about the face of the keyboard of an ATM machine? Let's go to images. Oh, here it is. See there? They replaced the, they took away here, the Q is gone over here, and the Z is gone over here, and now they put it over here. The 17th letter and the 26th letter. The 17th letter Q, reverse 10J. 10J is created by A, B, C, D, okay, equals to 10J, which is reverse 17Q. So now we're going to play everything between 10 and 17. Because they told me so. Just play between there, okay? That's what they say. Now we want to know what happens. So there's mathematical equations to figure out everything that's going on in here. AB, AC, AD, plus, minus, multiply, you know. I mean, A, B, C, D, when it's multiplied, add, multiply. I mean, the addition is the diamond. Oh, that's pretty bad, sore. But the multiplication is the square. Because I have to go to the builder's corners. And the builder's corners also tell me the distance and the angle of telling me complete size. Oh, gee, that must be the 7th gate, eh? So anyways, when we get back to ABCD, where ABCD is J, and it is a reflective of Q created by number 25. And that 25, as we just spoke, is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the difference between 2 and 8. It's 2 separate entities. In the cycle, okay, we connect the gateway to creation. We split Mars, the half-life, and then we come into the E-world. The E-world of games, 5 and 6, 5 and 4 through the sun, 5 and 6 into the student, into the gateway. And then if we want to go into the gateway, we'll slip up a number 8, and we'll put all these numbers on the other side as 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then we'll set up a board with 6 pockets on it, and we'll call it 8-ball. House of the 7th gate. Because after 7, you go for 8. It's gate. The 7-ball leads you to the 8, and it is created right over here by Q. So when 10 comes up, Q comes up automatically. It's like, oh, you flick the switch. Oh, look, the light bulb went on. The LED light bulb went on. 1 times 7 equals to 7. 1 plus 7 equals to 8. This is the G, and this is the H. And this says gate. and you don't even hear the H. The French that don't say the H, and all the languages between the Spanish, between the French, the English, and a little bit of all the languages around the world, but not too much, because then we lose things in translation. We have to balance off the. Anyways, there was something over here I just wanted to add in. I didn't want to forget when it came into Ellie. Ellie. I heard Ellie somewhere else. Ellie Mae Clampett, maybe. This means she. I also see Elle et le. Elle et le. Le et. It's supposed to be le et la, elle et lui. So this is like almost telling me Ellie, the word, is saying him and her, this and that. Because of French, the French. You notice the TH comes together, time, heaven. The first time TH ever came together is with number 4. Because number 4 is the creator of TH. Number 4 creates TH. 20 and 8. 28 total. And I have to remember, because first you have first, then you have second, then you have third. And the first time ever, before you have anything at all, and when you're going to get it, you are going to have fourth. For the first time ever, fourth completes it, and it equals to 10. But when you end on RD, when the word, any word in RD comes together, that will equal to an actual numeric value of 6. Although this is 22, is 18R plus 4D equals to number 22, letter V for life, reverse letter, the E, and the ending of love, the E world divide. When this divides over here, we already know that V and A are connected together at this point. Or A, when A is reflected, we end up creating the hourglass of time. But when the V's are connected, we end up with 10 and 24. How can we create this 10 and 24? 6 by 4, 6 plus 4 equals 24 equals 10. This is where our D comes in, and this is the division of, I'm just trying to figure out, this is man and day because of the numbers, D-man, the beginning of all things. If you take a look over here, this is a D letter. Number 4 goes over here, and number 3 goes over here. DC, 7 times 7 times 7 equals 343. CDC, and 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals to 21, equals to 364. 13 by 28 moons equals to that cycle of the gateway to creation, where 6 and 4 comes in. Half of that is 23 or 32, irrelevant to the fact it starts with the creation of 11. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 1 equals to 2. 1 times 2, 2 plus 1 equals to 2 equals to 3, and your number 2332 is now created. This 32 and this number will now create the student, which will reflect into the game of roulette. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals to 5 equals to 6. And that is the student Yo-11. That is the student Yo-11. If you had to transmit and you were the smartest person in the world, how would you do it? You would do it right in everybody's face. No one's looking for the answer because no one's doing the micro research. What is it? It's a number 2. Big deal. Big deal. It's a number 2. So when you take out this, you have 6 and you have 5. The reverse of this is 1 and 2. So when you see the 6 and 5, this is 1 and 2, and this is what they call 11 craps. When that shows up, 1 and 1, 1 and 2, 6 and 6, that is EC 11 win on the come out on the come out line, but that's not really what it's called. It's called a pass line. After you've already passed, that numeric value is 55, bringing you your liberty. You now can make the same proposition bet, which means you can also be betting the EC at this time, because the winner on the come out roll is 7 or 11. And there's a mathematical equation somewhere in one of my videos. Maybe I can remember what it is, but right now I do not. Okay. So your .com, your e-commerce on the come out roll, the first you pass through the skies in the spirit of 76, coming down from the steeples in the churches, 16, 61, 1991, C3, H 8, U 21, R 18 equals to 39, 49, sorry, equals to 39 and 8, 47 and 3, 50 and 3 again, because I didn't finish the CH over here. 53 and 8, church equals 61. Church equals 61. I always like to say 38. When C and H come together, it's already a story on its own. Two consonants that you can say in so many different ways from different languages when people look at it. We're not sure what to say when H. When CH comes, you can say it's Scotch tape. You have to look at all those CHs, because when CH comes around, you have Christ and he's first. So there's a name game. So anyways, your 1 and 1 create your 3 and 2. Your 3 and 2 create your 5 and 6. Your 5 and 6 are over here, but everything is created, like I said, from number 4. And your 4 is your TH. Your 4 are the 4 corners. Those are your 4 corners. That is your number 4, and it completes your 2 twice. You're completing your 2 twice. That's all you can do, is secure the islands. But then you need to ignite. You ignite this 1 through 6, the halfway, the passage over here. The 1 and the 6 is the only creator of 7. And when you take 1, when you add 1 to this scenario, it's 7. When you take the 1 away, it's 6, because there's no duplicate. At the same time, this is a number 4. It does just what the 4 does. But all we need to do is play with either, we're going to play with, let me see this, 5 and 6. Why should we not play with 4 and 3? We can't play with 4 and 3? Because 4 is on this side, 3 is in this side over here. Where is 5 and 6? So 3 and 4 shoot right through the roof of 5 and 6. So we only have to call this one 1 and 2. It's 1 and 2 after 4, because when you get to 4, you're starting over at 1 again. Let me show you. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 6. Now, when you do it plus 4, it equals to 10, which is 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So with the 4, you've started the cycle all over again. So what we do is we separate it. We have the 6 over here, and we have the 4 over here. When we multiply this, it also equals to 6. So right away, the word freedom is 66, although they give you your liberty and freedom, according to the commercial, at 55. And it all plays a role. We were delivered it in the words and games. So here you get to 10, and when you multiply it times 4, it equals to 24, which is created from number 64. And your two numbers are 6 and 10, which can equal to, which is 6 and 1, which is telling me about the half-life. 60, if I multiply it, plus 16 equals to spirit of 76, just like I said from the beginning. When you take the 6 and the 1, it tells its own story, because 1 and 6, 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals to 6 and equals to 7. 7 times 6 equals to 42. 7 plus 6 equals to 13. The total is 55 or 29, depending if you minus 13 from 42 or add 13 to 42. I get these two answers. The total is 74. Jesus. Time on the cross. You know, I like to use on the because on is where pi is involved, and the is the E-world time heaven cycle, 28. 28 gets reduced to 26. 26 ignites A as the reverse alphabet 26, right? Z, 26 letter, A, the first letter. But I don't like to go back from A to Z. I want to go from Z to N, and then from M over to A. Does this recognize anybody? 1, 1, 1, 1 in gematria. This is where the alphabet splits. AM Zion. A, right? A, right? You know that the letter A, right? There's a whole family with A. A lives in E. E lives in I. Oh my God, the alphabet just got smaller. Where's A? A is over here. A lives in E. Double D. The 8, would you think this is the 8 card? Right? But look, the 4 card is right over here. But I'm just going to add this little star in the center. So when you use these 4 corners and the center, you now have the 5E lives in the I-9. Where is the I-9? Is that in California? Where's the 5E? 5 East and Interstate 9. Where is that? The stories are being told all by themselves. So you have 5 lives in I. Does I live anywhere else? No. But what you do know is that it's connected to 4. And 4, okay, is in 6 and 7 and 8, as 6 is in 7 and 8, as 7 lives in 8. 7 lives in 8. That's that story. So we did this. We did the cows, the plugging up. Well, I don't know what kind of plug they plugged in with. I wanted to talk about LED lights. Thank you very much for that. There was something else about this L, Ellie, L-E. L-E, her E world, Ellie, L-E, L-L-E, L. L. L is in the letter. L is in the letter. Okay, and then E. And then I said Ellie, meaning she. So this is 5 and 12. This will equate to a 17, the 12th letter and the 5th letter equate together. But if we relate this to the game of pool, we need to split up the alphabet so maybe we can fit it into the dartboard or the game of pool by shortening up some letters like we did with the letter A. So now what about 2? We did A. What happens to it? What about 2B? What happens to B? The card is up here and the dice is over here. So we're going to say that 4, okay, or B2, 2 times B2 reverse. Because instead of it here, the other ones you have here, and then you have here and here. And then what happened when the 5 came in, when the 5 came in, right? What they did is the ace card, right, comes as a 3 package. The ace card might come as a 3 package, like that. But it's done this way. There's a part down here and a part down here, and then this is your ace up here. It comes like a house, and then you can hold on something on this side and hold something on that side, and you balance it. 2 worlds. and then either it extends out this way or it connects to something else. It has another connection. Maybe, I'm not sure if there's a shaft in here. I'm thinking the X creates 10 and 24. That's right. I forgot to mention that the equation also, this equation is also the X letter and X value in Roman numerals. And this will turn into the blue worlds. So when you connect the two, you get 16. You now have the church. 6 and 10 equals to your 16. How sweet it is. You can reverse this into the 91 spirit. 13 times 7, which relates to the deck of cards, because when you add 1 through 13, it equals to 91, and you have a reflective, I think, with the word 12, and I think the word October. And when you add 1 through 12, it equals to 78, because the 13th one equals to 91. The spirit times 4 equals to the 364 days in the year. There's a lot of things that just keep going. So anyways, we were talking over here and I jumped away. We were talking over here and I jumped away. So what happens now to that we created with number 11, right? By the way, 11 doesn't tell me about 1. 10 doesn't tell me about nothing, right? To some people right away, 10, oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 10. You're starting over again. 1 plus everybody else. And 11. But when you go to 12, oh my God, it's 12. I know, it's 2 and 1 together. It's a girl. I know. 13's a boy. 12 equals 12 creates the mathematics of 5. And this one, male, bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, bat, bar, one with a T, bring it into the world. The angel, the body, the skull, bones of creation. And this will create the 4. Together, they will create the sun, which is created by number 41. So because of this situation, right, the 12 and the 13, which will create 12 equals 5, 13 equals 7, because 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3 times 1, 3 plus 1 equals 3, equals 4, equals 1, equals 3. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 2 times 1 equals 2. So this one will equal to your 5. This one will equal to your 7. And there's also a 4, 1, 7. And the way to get to the, sorry, there's also a 4. See, this is the 2, 3, 5. But this, when it finishes its work, it'll become the 1, 4, 5. 6 times 5. 5 times 6 equals to 30. 6 plus 5, okay, equals 11. Plus 11 equals to 41 equals to 19. This 19 and this 13 come together and match. This is the student. These are the orphan students that we were born into this world. And everything that goes on in it. Everything that goes on in it. LED. Ellie. Maybe that's why it said it. L-E. I said your name and I said L and E. And L and E came together, created 17. 0550. We now have pink mixed up with red and white. White wedding day. You know what's so amazing about colors? It's gray and it's pink. And the funniest things about gray and pink. Can anybody figure it out? Gray and pink. Okay, the thing about that is that black and white will create a change of color. Black and white will create gray. Is it G-R-A-Y? Which is 25, 26, 26, and 25 equals 51 Mars, the gray area. And the pink, okay, the pink equals to 50. In French, I think they call it gris, G-R-I-S, spirit and angel, right? There's 2 of you here. Remember, you're not playing alone. 25 and 9 is 34. at 44:53. Electric companies in the gris. And pink, rose. And rose was the moon. Rose pink is the moon. It is also the student, the pig, the pink pigs that fly. What are these pink pigs that are connecting? We have the gray, which is area Mars, Mars bars. And if the pinks and the grays are in the stock market, something to do. Look up what it means, the pinks and the grays in the stock market. It's telling us a story. Anyways, Raphael telling us a story. I wish I can have this live and see others around me. The stories of our past cannot be hidden because of the artifacts that are so far around us. Once you have captured the artifact that has not been altered or changed, where you believe, or if you don't believe, it doesn't matter. Because once somebody recreates something that matches your eye, to where you have your own relationship with the in the game, right? When you have the main source relationship with the game and you're fully connected, but you're not, whatever they change it into, it's just going to tell you a futuristic story of the same thing, whether it was 1,000 years old or somebody redid it a couple of weeks ago, because every single change will have a level. They'll be up here and they'll be down here, and you'll figure out where it is here. And then you have nature. Is that possible? And if it is and it isn't, and let's say it is, how can it be done? Raphael, 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.